The Joint Terrorism Task Force Division of the FBI sent 2 agents out to my house to visit me. I'm a part-time peace activist, a full-time mom of 5 kids, and a part-time registered nurse. These 2 agents knocked on my door. They verified their identities with me, and they also verified my identity. At that point, I shut my door, went inside, and grabbed my video camera. This is what followed when I opened my door. Yeah, go ahead and show me your badge again, and tell me your names. And where are you from?
Here in Austin.
And you're with who?
FBI.
FBI? And why are you here? To talk to me?
Just talk about some of your activities and just...
And what activities are those?
Not exactly the protesting, but what may happen from the protesting.
Not the protesting. Now, which protest in particular are you talking about?
Not sure. That's what we're here to talk to you about.
Okay, well, how did you hear about me?
I can't tell you that.
You can't tell me.
It was a call-in.
A call-in. A call-in from who?
Can't tell you that.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So you're with the FBI. You're here knocking on my door. Here, I'm a mother of 5 kids. And here you are. This young lady here, too, is knocking on my door. She's with the FBI to question me about a protest. Okay, so go ahead and start questioning me.
Yes, ma'am. Is
Thank
something
you.
we consider, or... Or you just want to do it out here?
Yeah, let's do it out here.
Okay. Basically, we have nothing about protest. The call-in was more concerned about what may happen from the protest.
So what may happen from the protest?
That's
You
what
tell
we're
me.
here to ask you. All we're to make
Oh,
sure
really?
is everyone is safe and no
Okay.
one gets hurt.
We
That's
don't
all
want
we're here
anyone
for.
hurt. We want everyone safe.
Yes, ma'am.
What a noble cause. Okay, so go ahead and ask away.
Are there any plans on any type of activity that would hurt anyone, cause any pain to anyone, or destroy any property?
You gotta be kidding. Destroy property? Like, what kind of property?
Any property. Private property, government property, any property.
Okay, so you're saying that you think me, a mother of 5 kids, 5 wonderful kids, a registered nurse here in Austin, is going to go destroy property and have her life endangered. This is incredible.
We don't think that at all. We're here to ask you about that.
Okay, all right.
I'm
So
not-
you're asking me if I'm going to destroy property?
No. I'm asking you if you know of anything that would destroy property.
If I know of okay, so I'm going to tell you if I know about anybody who's going to destroy property. Really?
I'm really confused on this part.
Okay.
If you just answer the questions, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
Do
okay.
you know
And what if I
anybody that's gonna answer it?
what if I plead the right to remain silent, then what will happen to me?
That's fine. Nothing.
You'll just leave.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but I'm still curious. Go ahead and ask away.
Well, I've asked the question. Do you know of any plans to destroy any property?
I'm going to plead silence on that. Next question.
Okay. That's it. I mean, we just want to make sure everybody stays safe.
Stay safe. Okay, great. Great.
Do you know of any concerns that you would have concerning us being here?
Yes, I'm very
You can
concerned
ask
that
us
I get a
any
knock
question.
on my door from the FBI. Very concerned about it, and I
Do you
think
have
a
any
lot of
questions
people
you'd
will
like
want to
to
hear
ask?
about this.
Do you have any questions for us?
Well, who's your next person that you're going to stop to here in Austin or in Texas?
I can't tell you that.
You
ma'am.
can't tell me that.
If you want our card, this is
I love your card.
okay.
Okay.
I'm confused on why you won't answer the questions concerning destruction
Because I
of
have a right
property.
to remain silent.
Yes, you do. That's fine.
Right.
But I don't understand all this part of it.
You don't understand this part. Well, I think the American people need to know that when they participate in a protest against something legitimate that they
Again.
feel they can protest against, that they may get a knock on their door from the FBI. So this
Again,
is something that
it has
we all
nothing
need to
do with
know.
the protest. Nothing to do with the protest.
Okay, and I suppose what you're saying to me hasn't been altered by the fact that I have a video camera of this.
No, I told you that when you answered the door earlier.
Excellent.
That had nothing to do with the protest.
Very good.
I said you have the right to protest,
Okay.
but you don't have the right to destroy property. You don't have the right to hurt people.
Okay, so I really think, and I'm sure a lot of people would think, that this woman here would go around destroying property and hurting people in a
It's
protest.
also just knowing information about if anything like that would happen, not necessarily that you would do it, is if you had
Okay.
information of that happening. Because what our job is to try to prevent acts of violence before they occur.
Okay.
So it's not particular to you, it's if you had any idea of anyone that would do those sorts of things.
Okay, very good. Thanks for adding that. Anything else you want to ask me?
No, ma'am, I figured...
Should I expect that y'all will be back again after my next protest?
No, again, it's not on the protest.
Okay, it's on, do I know of any knowledge of anybody that's going to destroy property
Hurt others.
and hurt people?
I don't even know what
Okay.
you protest. I don't have any idea.
Okay.
But if
It would be very easy
but
for you
I
to
can
find out.
guess. I can
Just
guess.
go. You
probably
can guess.
The Free Palestine movement.
Okay, with the Free Palestine movement, yes. I do
that-
advertise that on my door.
And that's
Just by
wonderful.
having a flag. Just by having a flag on my door. And it's wonderful. Why is that so wonderful?
Protest is what makes this country great. I
Okay.
mean, it's part of your rights.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'm just confused on why you wouldn't answer a question about knowing any type of violence that would happen.
That can be your mystery to solve.
Okay.
U.S. tax dollars at work.
Okay. Well, I sure appreciate your time. If you need
Okay.
anything, give us a call. If you have any
I
questions
sure
for
will.
us,
Maybe
give us a
I'll
call.
see you at the next protest. You'll have the right to protest too. Why don't you join in for a just cause for the sake of humanity, human rights, and maybe you don't want so many of your tax dollars going to destroy people and stealing their land, do you?
Ma'am, that's
$7
not
million
political.
a day is how much money we send to the state of Israel. $7 million a day. So let me ask you what you think about that.
Politically wise, I can't answer my political views. I can ask
Maybe
you-
off the record we can meet sometime, talk about your political views. How about you? Do you think we should be sending $7 million a day to Israel so they can steal land, rip up people's olive trees, illegally take land? Do you think we should be sending $7 million a day?
Again, I can't voice my political views.
All right, we'll do that off the record.
I would like
Off
to sit down
camera
with
sometime.
you anytime off the record.
Well, maybe we will.
Okay, it'd be fine. I sure appreciate your time. If you need any questions for us, again, nothing to do with your protesting. It's just we want to know information on what could happen illegally to hurt others.
Okay, very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming by. I highly question the concept of talking off the record. I have no plans to talk off the record with any special agents, whether they be from FBI, CIA, Homeland Security, or any governmental agency.
Occupation is a crime! From Iraq to Palestine! Occupation is a crime! From Iraq to Palestine! Occupation is a crime!
From Iraq to Palestine!
Occupation is a crime!
From Iraq to Palestine! 5, 6, 7, 8!
Our government is funding genocide all across the Middle East. It's imperialism, it's colonialism, and it's being done with our tax dollars. It is time to rise up and tell our government that we will no longer stand for genocide in our name. Free Palestine! Intifada!
Everyone has to do something. Whether you could do it in your hand, do it. If you can join the flotilla, join it. If you can do it with your mouth, speak it. And the least you could do is just in your heart feel how evil, how bad the Israeli actions against the Palestinians. Because they are terrorists. Because they are murderers. Because they kill at will. They kill without any reasons. They wanted to send a signal to anyone. If you try to break the blockade, we will kill you just as we killed those people. But they are dead wrong. Because when they killed Rachel Corrie, we had the flotilla today. And because of those martyrs that have died in the seas, we will have many more flotillas until that blockade is dead.
Okay, this is a moment in history. We are here with Sam Capilano and from the Squamish Nation in Red Jacket, and we're placing what's called a permanent eviction notice to the courthouse. Red Jacket is from Turtle Island. Sam Capilano is the Squamish Nation. The permanent eviction notice is placed here because the Queen and the bankers are trespassing on his sovereign territory. This is tax-free territory. This is sovereign. Capilano, you've got some words to say here?
This is part of the Squamish Nation. It has been. My grandfather told me that when they first came, they separated, divide and conquer with the idea. Now this is known as another nation. What I know is our land, so I'm not afraid to stand up anywhere and tell anybody.
Red Jacket, you got a few words?
Yeah, I'm Red Jacket. I'd like to tell the people that for 537 years since the two-row wampum belt was put in place, it was total destruction. And if we don't correct these here alterations that our judges in the justice system, so-called justice system, I never heard such a farce in my whole life. 60 years from now, this here earth, there's no changing back. It'll go into another Mars. Total destruction. Don't the judges understand this, or do they sleep? Who taught them? What university taught them? Where do they get their education? Don't they know they're on death row?
We just finished entering and going through a procedure at the Richmond Provincial Court. And what happened was my name got called out. I didn't correct her, which I was kind of thinking of doing, but then I thought, okay, I'm just going to present myself as who I am standing in front of her, because she seemed actually quite like a nice judge. So when she said, when I stepped up to the mic, I said I claim common law jurisdiction. She right away rattled off all the charges and wanted to ignore that statement. And then she asked me, how do I plead? And I said, I do not consent, and I waive the benefit. And I think that's a really powerful statement that I want to teach to a lot of people, because when you enter a plea, you enter into a contract. Whether it's guilty or not guilty, it is their way of saying you have understood the jurisdiction that they want you to respond with. And the guilty or the not guilty is something that you actually perjurize yourself with. So when I said I do not consent, meaning I do not consent to you making any legal determinations against me, I do not consent to your jurisdictional claims against me, and I do not consent to contracting with me. Quite final with that. And because I had claimed common law jurisdiction at the beginning of my statement to the judge, she realized that I knew what I was doing, and she dismissed the case right away. So I'm really, really pleased with the outcome. After that, I actually met up with Paul Gibson in the lobby of the provincial court, and went up to him and shook his hand, and he said, and yeah, you are? And I said, oh, Irene Gravenhorst, and I told him that they dismissed the case, and he went, oh, too bad. It was orchestrated that Paul shows up after the case was dismissed so that he didn't have to deal with these issues. I mean, on the stand, on the record, for being the debtor to the contract.
Oh, and I have to tell you that it's going to cost $3 billion.
It's fine, ma'am.
Okay.